Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back. So this video, I'm memory planning the week of New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So December 26th through January 1st. And I used a kit from a shop that's somewhat new to me. I think I've only used maybe one kit from their shop before, but this is from GrandPlans on Etsy. And then the planner I'm using is from PrintPetticoatBandits. So I'm really trying to catch up on these spreads, but this month has been flying by for me. Today that I'm recording this voiceover, it's already the 22nd of January, so I am a little bit behind on these spreads. So in the next few weeks, I am going to try to get a little bit more caught up. I may need to just push myself to put out a couple videos in the week, maybe to just, like I said, make these videos a little bit more relevant. But for today, I just started off by putting down the bottom washi and filling up the sidebar, and then I'm just going to move on to Monday. Okay, so Monday was the day after Christmas, so we slept in a little bit this morning, so I used a pillow icon from the kit for that. And then after we had breakfast, we headed over to Best Buy to pick up a TV that I had bought for my room and I was so excited about. So I used a quarter box, and I think this is actually a little computer icon, but it looked enough like a TV for me, so I used that there. And then when I got home, I just rearranged my room a little bit to just have everything fit a little bit nicer. And then later that afternoon, we had plans to go over to my Nina's house for our Christmas gift exchange. My dad was actually sick on Christmas Eve, which is when we would normally do his side of the family's like Christmas traditional get together. But since he was sick, we ended up switching it to this night instead. So I used a half box to mark that. And then after we left there, we stopped and got some tacos. So I just wrote that in on the white space and used this Emoti sticker for that. And then we finished off the night by watching some movies. So to mark that, I just used this movie marquee sticker from the kit. Okay, so Tuesday was a super rainy day, actually. This was like the beginning of like a huge storm that we had here in California a couple weeks ago. This was the very beginnings of it, and it actually wasn't even that bad compared to the storm to come, but it was super rainy, so I used a little Emoti with an umbrella for that. And then I put down a little coffee cup icon to mark that we went and got some Starbucks. And then when I got home, I ended up just cleaning up a few things. So I created a little checklist to mark those things down. And then we went out and got some new windshield wipers for my car because, like I said, we were anticipating a really huge storm and I definitely needed them. So we went and picked those up. And then while we were out, we did some thrift shopping. I think we ended up going to Goodwill. So I used a little shopping Emoti and half box for that. And then when I got home, I just finished off the night by doing some laundry. Okay, so for Wednesday, I just start off the morning by doing a face mask and taking the dogs for a walk. And then I also needed to make a hair appointment this day, so I put down a label, and I actually used a icon from a PrintPetticoatBandits digital kit for that because it just was the only one that I had that would kind of fit. And then right underneath that, I put down a little driving emoji to mark that we went over to my boyfriend's sister's house for his side of the family's Christmas gift exchange, because it just, the way it ended up working out, we ended up celebrating Christmas actually more this week than we did the week prior. So for that, I just used another half box, and then we all went out for pizza. So I used a label and another icon from that Print Petticoat Bandit kit for that. Okay, so now moving on to Thursday, I just spent the morning cleaning up around the house. So I used this label and this emoji sticker for that. And then I also did some journaling. So I just wrote that in there on the white space. And then right underneath that, I put down a half box to mark that my boyfriend and I went out to lunch with my parents. And then while we were out, I used this checklist there at the bottom to mark some of the places that we ended up going. And then when we got home, I had a new keyboard waiting for me. So I used this little emoji sticker to mark that. And then at the very bottom, I just put down this label and nail polish sticker from the kit to mark that I started working on my nails. So this ended up being like a 3-day process, but I started them this night. So I went ahead and wrote that down there. Then Friday, I started off by putting down this quarter box and checklist icon from the kit to mark that I rearranged my office. I'm honestly not sure why I chose that icon. I think I just couldn't find like a more office-y icon, so I went with that one. But then right under that, I wrote down that I watched some YouTube, and I actually did that while I worked on my nails again for the second day. So I spent like another hour probably trying to take the rest of my nails off. And then when I was done with that, I ordered a couple more pencil cases for my Apple Pencil, and then did some laundry before my aunt came over to stay over for the night. So to mark that, I just put down a label and that same pillow icon from the kit. And then we ran to the store to pick up some snacks. So I put down this little Emoti grocery basket. And then at the very bottom, I put down a quarter box to mark that we had a game night. Okay, so first thing Saturday morning, I made a tres leches cake. So for that, I used a label and this cake icon from the kit. And then I wrote in on the white space that I watched YouTube and did some journaling. And then right underneath that, I put down this quarter box and that same nail polish icon to mark that I finally did my new set of nails. And then after I was done with those, I went and walked my dogs. So I put down that same paw print icon that I used earlier in the week as well. And then under that, I placed down a half box to mark that we went to a family New Year's Eve party. And I was really excited because I ended up making homemade carnitas, and that's like one of my favorite meals. So I was feeling like that little dancing Emoti. So I went ahead and put that down there. And then the only other thing I did here at the bottom was put down the weekend banner before moving on to Sunday. Okay, so Sunday was officially New Year's Day, so I wrote that in at the very top and put down this little confetti deco sticker. And then we had brunch with my family this morning, so I put down a label and an eating emoji sticker for that. And then right underneath that, I put down a half box and a car icon to mark that my boyfriend and I took like a random road trip to LA. We just like randomly decided like, hey, you want to go to LA? And then we just took off. So while we were there, the first thing we did was get Tommy's burgers because my boyfriend is obsessed with these burgers, and it's basically like a burger with chili on it, and it's very messy, very heavy, but he loves it. So first thing we did when we got there. And then when we got to the hotel, we went down and got some drinks. So for that, I used a label and this drink icon from the kit, and then finished off the night by watching Avatar. So I put down that same movie marquee that I used earlier in the week. But yeah, other than that, that is it for this week's video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.